In 1964, responding to human need, a new national service program was born. VISTA, Volunteers in Service to America.
You are the first volunteers in service to America. This is your job, to guide the young, to comfort the sick, to encourage the downtrodden, to teach the skills which may lead to a more satisfying and a more rewarding life.
3 decades later, a renewed commitment to service is again bringing people together nationwide.
National service will help us to strengthen the cords that bind us together as a people. And it will be the great legacy of the wonderful people who make it come alive.
Today, national service is challenging Americans to rebuild and revitalize low-income communities, to make a difference and get things done. AmeriCorps Vista is meeting the challenge. In southeast Ohio, years of a boom and bust cycle have seriously damaged the region's economic stability. The unemployment rate is one of the highest in the country.
It's been going on in southeastern Ohio a long time. I think what we
31 AmeriCorps Vistas are working with a grassroots organization called Rural Action. Joined by civic leaders, volunteers, and local businesses, they are creating jobs and rebuilding the economy.
I think AmeriCorps Vista people who sign up to do this, are doers. We are a catalyst organization, and we also think that every AmeriCorps Vista that comes on is a catalyst for change. They're the ones who want to get something done. They're not just willing to sit and talk about it.
Hey, Keith.
Hi, Stacy.
How you doing?
Keith Weens is one of the AmeriCorps Vistas. Before joining, he ran a farm crisis hotline. Now, working with local farmers like Stacy and Bill Dix, he develops and promotes projects to increase farm productivity.
So the key is really allowing the pasture to rest and allowing the good, favorable species to regrow.
Keith's first project was rotational grazing, a method of improving pastures to increase the quality of beef, dairy, or sheep herds. It's easy to start, profitable, and suited to the hills of Ohio.
It enables a family to make a living milking only 50 cows rather than trying to make a living milking 500. That's a lot more jobs, and that's money that's generated right from the land. That's new money.
Key ingredient of the rotational grazing is that it's very low capital, and here in Appalachian, Ohio, farmers don't have access to a lot of capital.
I'm probably holding in my hand about $60 worth of equipment, and it enables me to eliminate probably $60,000 worth of equipment.
The Dixes have increased their milk production by 20%. Using rotational grazing, Keith predicts local farm income could double in 3 to 5 years. He is also developing other methods small farmers can use to increase their income.
The other thing that we're doing is looking at marketing and processing and trying to develop new markets for farmers, develop ways that farmers can market their products directly to local consumers, so that we can create jobs in that end of the sector as well for non-farmers.
Keith's goal is to build a network of low-income farmers who can learn from each other's experience through demonstrations and workshops.
Well, look at this soil here.
I, as a Vista worker coming in, I don't come in with the answers. I come in with the ability to listen to those farmers and put that into programs that'll help other farmers do the same. But it's important that that change be coming from the farmers that are here. The solutions lie with the farmers. We can't do it alone, but together as a community we can certainly do it.
In a northeast Denver neighborhood, AmeriCorps Vistas are also making a difference. They are helping the community build a solid base for economic growth. Ted Azeltine is a business graduate. Hope Lucero is retired and a grandmother. They work as a team for the Denver Community Development Credit Union.
Because the dollars that you deposit with the credit union are the same dollars that are lent out to this community. Since Hope and I have come, membership has almost doubled in just 3 months, so the outreach component is definitely working.
Yes, it has. It really has. Because before, see, they didn't have anybody to go out in the neighborhood.
You get a higher rate of interest.
If it's a Spanish person, I do most of the talking. If it isn't, Ted is real good at putting the point across. He is great.
Hope and I go out door to door. We work together on presentations, putting together outlines. We work very closely together on the consumer education, helping the people be more informed with the choices they make about their money. I think it's a very effective team.
And we encourage savings, provide some consumer education, and make low-cost loans.
The AmeriCorps Vista program with Hope and Ted has worked out beautifully. We have both ends of the spectrum. Ted has the education as a professional and Hope from the community and being recognized in the community. They work as a team, and it works beautifully for us.
And the dollars stay in the community.
The AmeriCorps Vistas are making us much more visible within the community. A component part of this is just being able to do outreach in the form of small group meetings.
We just tell them the benefits of savings. Like most people, they actually buy what they want, not what they need. And that is the downfall of a lot of people not being able to live from one payday to the next.
Rent-to-own, when you go to the rent-to-own businesses.
Since they have been involved with us, we've seen significant growth. They're able to provide us with other kinds of input as far as what the community is saying, so it strengthens our ability to better serve this community. I don't know what we would have done if we did not have the AmeriCorps Vistas, to be honest with you.
It's a growing organization that's going to be here for your kids and for your grandkids.
Ted and Hope's outreach has doubled the credit union's membership from 250 to 500 in 3 months. Their efforts are strengthening the community.
Is this a black-owned business, or does the community at large own this business?
It's owned by its membership, and our membership is very diverse.
What are the proposed services you'll be offering in 95?
It is my goal to establish things that will be here long after I leave.
Bye-bye.
As an AmeriCorps Vista here, I feel like I'm really getting things done. I know that I'm touching some lives and changing things for the better.
It's easy to slip through the cracks in Hollywood. Hundreds of teenage runaways and homeless come here. As an AmeriCorps Vista, Eddie Garcia recruits and coordinates teenage outreach workers from the Los Angeles Free Clinic.
I want to stay to shelter or anything. The card has like all the phone numbers that you need to do it.
The purpose of our street outreach program is to let youth know what's available to them. Bring them into the clinic, find them jobs, get them counseling if they need it, food, referrals to shelters, whatever they need.
We have referrals for dental services. We also offer medical assistance, HIV testing.
Since Eddie started, the number of teenagers coming to the clinic for help has tripled. He has also doubled their job opportunities by finding employers who will hire them for temporary work.
The reason it works is because it's peer-to-peer. They're at the same level. They've been there before, and they really know what it's about. They really know what the streets are about. I think we all got into it for the same reason. It's because we want to help people. And so we all share that. I'm learning not only about myself, but other people. One person makes a difference, they really do.
And it's important to look at the machine because you can see the mercury.
Dana Long is a pre-med graduate from Stanford University. Before going to medical school, she wanted experience in a clinic.
Okay. Did you hear both of them?
I did, actually.
Good job, good job. The mission of AmeriCorps Vista is, quote, getting things done, being able to move, being able to mobilize, being able to initiate. And I think I have reflected that mission in a number of ways.
And we just want to make a big list, right? So this is causes, okay? Why do people use drugs? Okay, you said peer pressure.
I help with our peer educators who are adolescents, and they do outreach work about a number of different issues affecting young people.
To escape, to run away from your problems.
I feel as if my work is changing things. Due to the services that I provide, I feel as if I've already just made an impact.
Here's what actually happens to a person when they start using drugs and then they go into recovery.
The peer educators reach about 200 adolescents a week. Dana has also started an adult mobile testing program and is developing a substance abuse project for elementary students.
Now, the Sunlight Mission adult testing, are you going to be doing that?
Definitely, yeah. That's actually our first adult testing program.
The first adult testing?
I wanted to see if I could give myself to a project and really make an impact so that when I leave, I know that I did something that's long-lasting. I know I've had a lot of opportunities in my life, and I wanted to be able to give back those opportunities to other people.
Dana and Eddie exemplify the new national service. Along with 4,000 other AmeriCorps Vistas, they have dedicated themselves to helping people and are using their skills and talents to meet the needs of underserved communities.
I would recommend to almost all of my friends, ones that are willing to work hard and give something of themselves, to join AmeriCorps Vista. It's a fantastic opportunity to grow and develop personally, as well as to give something to a community that will last for many, many years after they've left.
This is a process that brings people together to solve problems that we can all agree on. And in doing so, you really benefit yourself as much as the community. It makes you a better person.
I think it's really important that we start working with underserved communities, that we help build and shape our communities, because I think I have a responsibility. And I think that's the most significant part about this, is that you're given the opportunity to really affect and impact others.
Each year, thousands of people accept the challenge to serve and the chance to fulfill their abilities. As part of AmeriCorps Vista, they are taking the responsibility to rebuild America.